Hello Jedi Knight and Sith Lord, my name is NicoCrank, I'm the video editor of the channel, and today we're going to do a studio tour of Star Wars Artefacts. Come with me.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. So, as Nico said, we're going to make a little tour of my office, which is also my studio. So, is there somewhere you want to start first, Nico?
Yeah, well, just this place. So it's your studios. Is the place where the magic is made. It's where the scripts are being written, ideas are popping up, stuff like that. So starting off with the big lightsaber collection. This is where I'm sitting here. So this is where you're filming.
I'm filming a lightsaber review.
Yeah. So this is an impressive setup that you have made over the years. I remember when it was just one column and one shelf, and now it's 4 and more and counting.
They're multiplying.
Yeah, they're multiplying. So the lightsabers is what started all the channel review aspect.
Yeah.
So what made you go with the lightsaber at first compared to helmets or other artifacts?
Well, basically, lightsabers are what made me fall in love with Star Wars. I remember watching A New Hope for the first time, and when Obi-Wan gave Luke's Anakin's lightsaber in his little hut, it kind of triggered something in me. Nico is holding
like that, so you have to look it in the right in the barrel.
So that's the one that started everything, and I remember I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I told to myself, one day I'm gonna own one lightsaber.
Yeah.
Fast forward to my mid-40s, I own approximately, I don't have the exact count, but something around 68 lightsabers. So yeah, time flies. I really began collecting seriously when Galaxy's Edge opened. So what Nico just showed you guys is the complete Legacy lightsaber collection, which is sold at Dock Antiquities.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what started it.
Like you said, it's my favorite scene from Star Wars also, when Luke received his father's lightsaber. It's what starts it all, the magic. At that point, it's where the adventure starts, and Luke
gets hooked.
Yeah, and you get hooked right at that spot. So I know that your first lightsaber was the Episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the first review on the channel, and that was the first one you bought. And sadly, it's not in your collection anymore because you sold it.
Yeah.
But you sold it to me, so it's in my collection. So I have the first lightsaber from Star Wars Artifact, or from the collection of Star Wars Artifact, in my collection, and it's one of my prized possession because of the story of how it came and how I bought it. So you want to talk about
the reason why I sold that lightsaber is that at some point at the D33 convention in California, there was a limited edition lightsaber box set.
This one?
That contained all of Obi-Wan's lightsabers. I'm not sure the table is strong enough.
Like I'm gonna hold it.
But when you open it, I'm gonna disappear first.
Sorry, Dan, but
you can hear the magic and the music when Obi-Wan gives Luke the lightsaber and tells him about the Clone Wars and everything. But as you saw, it has the Episode 1 lightsaber, the Episode 3 lightsaber, and Episode 4 that belonged to Alec Guinness in the movies. So that box set is one of my prized collection, and I don't know if the camera caught it, but last August I was able to have it signed by
I'm gonna take it.
no one other than Ewan McGregor.
So, it's in the bag.
Yeah, the little plate here. It says limited edition. We have Ewan McGregor's signature.
Oh, that music. My God.
Yeah, which is pretty epic. It concludes a backstory that was pretty hectic with that box set, because when I first bought it, I had to use a smuggler who turned out to be a scammer. So I kind of gave this guy like $500 or $600.
600, yeah.
And as soon as I wired the money, the guy completely unfriended me, and I knew that right away that I was had. So thankfully, I was protected with my credit card. It took 30 days, got my money back, and in the meantime, I found someone honest who kindly sold me the box set, and I was able to get my hands on it. So every time I think of that box set, there's like a love and hate.
A relationship, yeah.
But then the story ends well, so...
And since you had one already, episode 1, and I had missed the opportunity to buy it when it was sold in the parks, well, you got 2, and I was harassing you every time. Can I buy it? Can I buy it? And I think I got you with the emotion when I told you like it's gonna be the most prized possession in my collection, and it is, because it's the
first review I did,
and it's the reason we met each other and we started working together. So and then, do you have any other lightsaber, especially in this in that collection?
Behind you, there's a box set.
Yep.
Dark Maul lightsaber. This one is special too because I got to meet our beloved friend in the Montreal Comic Con, and you know, signings or you need to pay, but when you open it, it's pretty epic because you hear the Duel of the Fates from John Williams. But what makes it pretty epic is that Ray Park not only signed the box set, but he also signed the certificate of authenticity and the lightsaber inside. So the whole setup. Yeah. And he got yelled at for doing so, right? The lady that was assisting him, you know, at his table, was like, "Well, he paid for only one signature. You need to stop." And he was like, "I don't care. I want to sign all this stuff." So he just did it, and yeah, he was very kind. He's a great guy. The
way it works, you pay for something to get signed, and it's only for one thing, and usually it's not the actor who chooses to do that. It's the system, or like it's the way it's made. You have to pay for every objects, but sometimes the actors are people, and they love their fans and stuff like that, and sometimes they want to do more than just one signature, and Ray Park was one of the generous one who did above and beyond for that. Also, there's another one, another big one.
Yeah, the big one.
And another one from the prequel trilogy. So we have
this one is from Aiden Christensen. The story behind that is that I paid for a photo op, and I carried the lightsaber with me.
Just
so
like that.
I could hold it, you know, maybe during the photo op. And at the end, I strategically brought a blue Sharpie with me, and just politely asked him, "Would you mind signing the lightsaber?" He was like, "Sure, of course." So he grabbed the lightsaber, he signed it. And my father, who was standing nearby with the box set, because this lightsaber comes with a box set, brought the box set to him so he could put the lightsaber back in place. And he also offered to sign the box set, so it was pretty special.
Pretty special, yeah.
Both signings, and I think I must have saved like $700.
Easily, and that's nice. It's very generous for those actors to do that. They are not supposed to do it. Usually, it's like I said, you pay for a picture, you get the picture. You pay for an autograph, and you get one autograph if you want to do more. And they go above and beyond for their fans, and that's really cool.
Another cool signing is the Ahsoka.
The Ahsoka run, yeah, the Ahsoka was pretty nice also.
This one also came in the box set. So the one on the top is signed by Ashley Eckstein, who is the voice actor for Ahsoka. And the one at the bottom is signed by Rosario Dawson, who plays the live version of Ahsoka in both the Ahsoka series and The Mandalorian. So those meetings are always pretty special, and it's always fun to add those objects to your collection. They also signed the box set as well,
so another
double signing for,
that's really cool.
for me.
Yep.
Something interesting with the display of my lightsabers is that the ones standing next to the window are all from the animated series, video games, and Disney Plus series. So this is how I chose to display my lightsabers. While the other two shelves, they are live action, maybe aside from the San Andreas one at the top, but all the others appeared in actual movies. On the left you have the Jedi, on the right you have the Sith, so there's also a team over there. But yeah, I always try to display my stuff with some sort of logic behind it, you know.
Yeah, that's the point of a collection. You have to, you just don't go.
And then you're on the piece, and then you're screwed.
No, but the thing is, you have to make some display. So I see here on the big wall where you do most of your reviews and videos. You have the busts, and all of the objects are in each square. Are placed with a purpose, you know, strategically. So I see just in just like that, a Luke X-wing pilot with a medal that he won just right after he wore it. Yeah, he blew up the Death Star and stuff like that. So there's always a bit of purpose where you put everything. So.
And I even went a bit further with I displayed them in columns. So column 1 is everything from the prequels. Columns 2 and 3 are from the original trilogy. Column 4 is from the Mandoverse.
Okay.
And column 6 is from the previous sequels.
The sequel. Yeah. So Kylo Ren, First Order, and then Poe Dameron helmet. That's nice.
So yeah, that's the logic behind everything. There's also my wooden box sets that have flown through the camera as well, just a bit previously. But one thing I want to draw to your attention is the amazing C-3PO-N.
Yeah.
That is from the Galactic Archive series. So if you gently touch it,
I'll try not to smudge it.
Oh, I just giving it a top just for luck.
For luck?
For Doom.
For Doom. Okay, so for luck, we're doomed.
My name is Lord Doom.
Lord Doom. Oh, okay. So we're with
Logic.
Yeah, we're with Doom.
Yeah, so there's over 30 quotes, something like that, programmed in the end. So if you haven't bought it, that's one of the
oh yeah, it's cool. I got it, and it's really a nice piece to your collection.
And
well,
you can pop up the golden plates, and you can show all the wires inside. It's like 2 droids in one.
So in this amazingly well displayed setup, I know you loved Galaxy's Edge. Most of the collection from the lightsabers, the helmets, and all the artifacts come from Galaxy's Edge. It's a place we love, where we made our logo look like Galaxy's Edge. So is there some, I know you cannot go always, you don't have to go often, every year and stuff like that. So we use smugglers, we call them in universe smugglers to ship, to get the merchandise and ship it to us. Is there something, like, I know you went one time, we went together, we made a video about it and stuff like that. Is there something in this setup that really gets you emotional and bring you back to that special trip?
Special trip. Well, there's also the other crowns are pretty cool because they had just been released when I went to the parks. So they're pretty fun. You know, you put a kyber crystal in it, you can hear some Jedi quotes or Sith Lord's quotes.
It's more. It gives you more interaction with the stuff you buy. You buy a crystal, or you make your own lightsabers.
It gives more value to the item.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You mentioned the Luke Skywalker medal.
Mm-hmm.
That's also sold at the old Galaxy's Edge parks. So
That's an awesome piece.
yeah, I really love.
So we see in that there's also the 3D.
3D bust, yeah.
Yeah, the heroes in three. No, what was it? Legends in 3 dimensions. I edited like 300 of those videos, and I don't remember how they're called. Legends in 3 dimensions. Half scale boss from the now gone company of Gentle Giants. We still.
Can't believe they're gone, but yeah, it sucks.
So yeah, it's the old collection is there. You have everything, I think,
Yeah.
or you have one missing, or you got it.
The whole L3D.
You have the old collection. That's pretty nice. Yeah, any one of them that you
Well,
favorite?
Emperor Palpatine is pretty special to me now because I got the opportunity to have it signed by
Ian.
Durbin.
The Emperor himself. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I even carried the bust during my photo op, so there's a picture of me holding the bust on my table and Ian David is standing behind me. So.
That's a pretty cool picture. I think we're gonna see it a bit later.
Yeah.
Right behind you, you have another amazing wall of lightsabers and artifacts. We have at the top the Chandrila Starline shield and the glasses from the now dead or cancelled, deleted, closed Star Wars starship or cruise line. The Star Wars hotel, like people like to say, but it was not an hotel. It was a cruise in space.
Yeah.
You have the lightsabers from the Savis workshop. Those, I think you are very proud of those.
Of course, yeah.
I've made a couple of them. I think I made two. The two.
You made it too
Dark side. I did.
Power control.
Yeah. So Dom couldn't go to the park, so he asked me when I went, can you make can you make me one of the lightsaber you can build over there? So I had never done it before, so he gave me the opportunity to go to live the experience, and oh my God, what an experience! It's completely amazing. It's a spiritual event. You connect with the Force like you've never connected before. It's super awesome. So I was very glad to make two of them on 2 separate trips. But you still made one until
I got to go.
You got to go. Yeah, in 2023 when we made the big trip. And how did you feel or live that?
Well, I intentionally didn't build the protection and defense lightsaber one because that's my favorite theme. I like the gold accents and everything, so I wanted to build it myself.
I think it's this one.
And
I hope it's this one. Is it this one?
no, it's not that one. It's the one that's closest to you.
No, that's the okay. This is one. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the one.
So that's the one I built when I was at Galaxy's Edge. This experience, as Nico said, is absolutely
Amazing.
It's like what would you say? It's not a religious experience, but it's like
It's a spiritual experience.
Yeah, yeah. So you have a cast member who explains you where the pieces are coming from and the crystals and everything. And once you've built your lightsaber, the lights dim down and you hear Master Yoda's voice, who tells you that you've walked your first steps into a brand new galaxy full of adventures. So yeah, it's pretty epic to go through that
Yeah, every time.
series of emotions.
Yeah. And fun fact, talking about emotions, when I go to Galaxy's Edge, or when I say to a person, when you go to Galaxy's Edge and you get in front of the Millennium Falcon, you're gonna cry, and I was like sure that Dom would cry when he met the Millennium Falcon, but I think we hyped him up a bit too much. So when we get to in front of the Millennium Falcon, well, it's special, but he didn't cry, and I was kind of pissed off, and I'm still kind of pissed off.
I kind of froze, and the front gates opened when I finished building my lightsaber.
Yeah,
The day after, or
yeah. So when we went to build the lightsaber, that's when, like you say, the floodgates open, and we were building each of us. Also, we had three friends, and three of us we were building one lightsaber each. So it was a very special moment. And me and Seb, our friend, we just turned around and we saw Dom like bawling out, crying his life, and it was very special because it's very emotional. It's like we said, spiritual. You build your own lightsaber. Yes, you can have all those lightsabers that,
but it's not yours.
But it's not yours. This is yours. You build it. You chose the parts you want to make them, the color of the crystal, everything. So it's yours. That's super special for an event. So.
It all goes back to the 4 years old kid that I saw. Obi-Wan gave Anakin's lightsaber that we were talking earlier. So
that brings up the.
It all came back to me, and finally I felt maybe a little bit like a Jedi. So.
Talking about Jedi and one-of-a-kind objects, I have an object here. Well, you have an object. It's not mine. That is kind of a one of one. There is only one in the world.
Yeah, one in the world. It was made by a sculptor named Christophe Paquin, who was sculpting it basically for him. And I wanted to give a spotlight to his work. So I reached out to him and I said, well, I have a YouTube channel. This cane is absolutely amazing. It deserves a spotlight. Would you like me to review it? And he said, yeah, sure, why not? So he shipped it to me. And when I received it, there was a surprise because underneath the base, if you can show it, there is a note that says to Dominic, and he signed it, and he even drew version 1 of the Star Wars Artefacts logo underneath. So basically, he gave it to me. So I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that, and he was just happy that someone really appreciated his work. So it's a piece that I will forever cherish in my collection because there's no other. So
yeah, so one of one. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. That's a really nice piece. I love it. So what's new in the office compared to last year?
Last year, well, there's the wall behind me is brand new. Those who saw my room tour 2 years ago, I had all my university diplomas and stuff more work related.
Not non-Star Wars memorabilia.
But I kind of needed some room, so I added several shelves to hold all the beautiful milestone series statues that Gentle Giant sent me for review purposes. So those statues are.
And what's nice, they don't exist anymore, so they don't want to. You don't have to send them back.
No.
Because they don't exist anymore.
Well, it was always part of the deal, they were sending me stuff and I would review them and they were mine afterwards. So they were very generous with the channel and
we thank them.
Yeah, we thank them for that. We'll never forget that.
Yeah, so. That was a pretty nice move from their part to help us.
Lightsaber that we forgot to mention.
The weapon. This one is called the biggest, the heaviest. That's a piece. If you get the house invaded,
house burglary,
you get that saber.
I told my mother to grab that lightsaber and knock everybody out.
Yeah. So it's the lightsaber from Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, and it is signed by Cameron Monaghan, who portrays Cal Kestis in the video game. So
it's a two-sided lightsaber, and my God, it's heavy. You can do curls with it.
It's a limited edition. There's only, I think, 3,000 of it out there on the market. So
it's a big piece of a lightsaber. That's the biggest, the heaviest one in the collection for sure. And it fits right here in the middle. It's perfect. It's really cool.
So I tried to put some kyber crystals that fits with the blade colors of all my lightsabers. So you see green next to Qui-Gon Jinn and the Minera Gully, red next to Maul. So yeah, that's pretty epic. And if we go back behind me, at the top, there's my a part of my helmet collection.
Yeah, that's on the circling of the whole room. There's helmets everywhere, so you're getting watched.
The team is the all Imperial on one side.
Okay, and all Mandalorian on the other.
Yeah, and on the other wall you have all the Mandalorian helmets from both.
Well, Moff Gideon isn't a Mandalorian, but
No,
okay.
it's from the Mandalorian series.
Okay. And then you have the X-wing pilots.
Yeah, that one is signed by the actor who plays Wedge.
That's nice.
Yeah. Dennis Lawson.
And you're continuing with the helmets.
Yeah, we have.
You have Vader and his soldier,
Yeah.
and then you have Kylo Ren with his soldier. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's one of the fun parts with that kind of an helmet is that
It lights up. Yeah. Let's see if we
So
can make it light up.
there's a little button at the bottom of the helmet, and there it is.
It lights up. And it speaks.
Yeah, it speaks.
That's cool. That's a pretty nice piece.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there. And then it's pretty much it over here. Do we have any special things,
Items.
yeah, that you love more than the others, or have a special story to tell?
That Scout Trooper is pretty fun.
Yeah, the Scout Trooper helmet. Yeah.
It's the Scout Trooper that was used by our mutual friend Eric to get approved as a remnant stormtrooper in the 501st Legion.
And it's the CRL.
It's the CRL.
Yeah.
That's where I was going. So I have the OG.
Yeah, so this helmet is the one that people in the 501st, the costuming group, if they want to make a remnant scout trooper,
That's the reference.
they go see the picture, and that helmet is the one showed in the reference costume library. So that's pretty epic piece of collection, yeah, for sure.
And behind my office door, there's a new section. So if you guys remember, before I was alternating posters for my reviews, but now I have a more permanent display. So at the top right, we have the Princess Leia. It's a frame signed by Carrie Fisher herself. I know that I will never get the opportunity to meet her in the flesh, so that's the closest it will be. Then we have a frame with our beloved Griff Karga.
Carl Weathers, yeah.
And we got to meet him together at the Toronto Fire Expo back in 2021, if my memory is correct.
Yeah, 22, I think.
22? Okay. And then we have a display of the 11-inch patches from the 501st. So the one at the top is the one from my garrison.
Forteresse Impériale.
Yeah, Imperial Fortress Garrison.
No, it's Forteresse Impériale.
Oh, okay.
There is no English in the name.
Okay.
It's the only garrison in the whole world that the name is in French.
True.
Even the French garrison is called the French garrison.
Yeah.
So we have the only garrison named Forteresse Impériale Garrison or Garnison Forteresse Impériale in French.
True.
And then you have the Vader. It's the Vader's fist. It's the main logo of the 501st International 501st, and then your special detachment.
The IOC, the Imperial Officer Corps Detachment.
And what I love is those three frames. It's with the coasters from Olga's Cantina and the menu from Olga's Cantina. And we're not supposed to have those menu, so we won't tell how it's made, but we talked to some people and smooth talking, and then some big tips, and then some smuggling and stuff like that. So those are pretty nice frames, and I love the color you chose for to display them, because it's earthly colors. So it's pretty cool.
Very very Batwish.
Yeah, it's very Batwish. Yeah, like our logo and stuff like that. That's nice.
I think that's it for the
for this side.
office, yeah.
There may be a small
A
little preview, but maybe the review will get out before this video. So, but it's the Stranger, the brand new
Lightsaber, that's
two-sided lightsaber, or
yeah.
from Kimi and the Acolyte. Probably the only.
The script, there's two from the Acolyte. There's this one and there's Master Soul.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean the saber is the only thing that came out of the of the show that is cool.
Well, Chimera's helmet is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, Chimera.
Yeah.
Chimera is the only thing that came out cool from this show. Let's say. Cool.
So, okay, well, let's go to the other part of well, which is my bedroom actually, but it's part of the studio because it's where I'm taking
The pictures are made. So
for interview. So
let's go. Okay, so here we are in the photo studios, aka the bedroom. So we have in front is your massive pin collection mostly from Galaxy's Edge again.
yeah, so for about 4 years, I was telling my friends, I'm not a pin collector. I'm not a pin collector.
Yeah, right.
And that was until the day I put them all together, and then I realized that, okay, maybe I'm a pen collector. So I got this board to display them because some of them were in drawers and they were not, put to good use. So the ones at the bottom that are displayed on cards are from a mutual friend of ours called Fabien, who draws the characters, but also draws the cards behind the pins, which adds a lot of value.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah, it's kind of part of the whole thing. You don't even want to separate them,
Yeah. All the other
Or you buy two, and then you get one on card and one for your backpack or whatever.
and the ones at the complete top of the board are mostly from Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, those are a nice collection of pins.
Yeah, they are limited edition. I don't know how much. I think it's 1,000, but they all represent stores, rides,
And they open up.
that we have at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, so you have Olga's Cantina, the one I opened. You have the Banta milk, I don't remember the name, but the milk stand where you get your blue milk or your green milk. You have the
Docking
Ronto
Bay 7.
Roasters or Docking Bay 7 and all the other rides and shops. That's a really nice collection.
Yeah.
Just under that, it's the collection of pins that comes with the lightsaber. So every lightsaber you make at Savis workshop comes with its own pin from the team you choose.
Yeah.
So you have the 4 original one, 4 V2 version 2, and then the brand new one that got released for a limited time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And the big one in the middle, maybe before we move on. Yeah, that's actually a pin. It's a limited edition of 1977 copies, which corresponds to the release date of A New Hope. And yeah, it's pretty big.
It's massive. It's not just
put
big.
Your hand next to it just to
To show that
show how massive it
that's
is.
a hand comparison. That's extremely big for a pin.
Yeah. So if we move on, just above my TV, we have my Clone Trooper Helmet Collection. I have 3 variants for Captain Rex. And then we have the 501st Super Helmet, the 332nd, and the 212th, which is waiting for Commander Cody.
Yep.
And then we have those 3 helmets. I think they fit really well together because
The Rams.
yeah, we learned recently that Chimera or the Stranger was meant to be the first Ren, so I placed him with naturally the Ren helmet
Yeah.
and
So
Kylo's. So
Kimi Ren and Kylo Ren. So
okay, so this is my ME6 MSC6 droid. Yeah, thanks for the correction. That I bought from Galaxy's Edge last May the 4th. And, well, I was about to say fun story, but It's not that much of a fun story because the droid cost me about
3 times.
3 times the price that I should have paid. So naturally, I paid its $100 price tag at Galaxy's Edge. But since there was like lithium batteries inside, USPS didn't want to ship the package, so we had to use UPS to have it shipped to our place.
Yeah, and we know about them.
Yeah, and when it arrived in Canada, I had to pay an extra $50 for the custom fees and another $50 for tariff. So I basically paid for 3 times the price of the original droid. So yeah, but it's a fun piece to have in your collection.
Yeah, it's a big piece.
I use it when I go to a convention with the 501st. Always adds a bit of life to the people who are visiting our booth. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's a really nice piece.
Yeah, definitely. Here we have one of my favorite statues because it's a great display of the Mandalorian and Grogu.
In action.
Yeah, in action. And if you look at the smoke and the fire behind, it's pretty much translucent, which is why I placed it next to a source of light, so we could see the glowing inside.
The glowing effect, yeah, it's really nice. It shows.
Yeah, it's a great piece of display. And here we have more Gentle Giant stuff. We have Chief Chirpa and the Britop, the drummer, next to him. And behind them we have 2 other Ewoks action figures that I actually won at a raffle when attending a bash of the 501st over the summer. So it was pretty cool because they're the exact same size.
Yeah, it fits perfectly with the statues. That's awesome.
And one of them was a pre-order for Gentle Giant before they were shut down. So yeah, I guess it was meant to be.
Yeah, lucky you received it. So.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty epic. Here we have one of my favorite pieces in my collection. The melted Darth Vader helmet. It's made from the original scans of the original prop used in the sequel trilogy. So there's some lineage into it. And yeah, it just looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you should have said it's the Vader's melted helmet as seen from the short film Rise of Lord Doom.
Yeah.
That's where we saw it.
Yeah, true. So if you want to watch our fan film, just scroll down the channel and you'll get to see it. Or perhaps I'll even put a link in the video so you can add to it. Now we have the little display I have. It's my only 2 Hot Toys figures I own, but it's the classic C-3PO and R2-D2. So
the best buddies, the dynamic duo, the Buddy and Clyde.
Yeah. So I got a pretty cool display made by one of our friends, Stefan, who is also behind the astromech department in our region in Quebec. So yeah, it's a pretty fun display. Here at the top of my B-tops, I have the version 2 of the back series Darth Vader helmet. I got to put a little light inside so the eyes would glow. It would put the red lenses, and then they would pop out a little bit more. So I really like that display.
That's a cool effect.
Yeah, and splitting all the 3 parts.
Yeah, the reveal effect, or what's the name?
Yeah, I think it's a reveal, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice display.
It adds a bit to it, so that's fun. And below it, I displayed all my red helmets. They're not all Black Series, there's some other companies, but yeah.
Cybercraft, I think.
Cybercraft, yeah, the first one, the Coruscant Guards. So, yeah, that's my display on that part. And right behind me, there's the other display, which on the top we have the Ahsoka tribute, I would call it, because we have the Montreals that were sold on the Star Cruiser, and I got an artist to paint a head I bought on Amazon just to look a little bit like
Yeah, it's not the actual Ahsoka head. It's
No, it's
the
a true-
Montreals, and an artist painted a wig.
the face.
Wig
Yeah,
head,
yeah. So it's more of a Chugruda than specifically Ahsoka,
Ahsoka, but it looks cool.
it looks cool. And right below it, we have the Stormtrooper Evolution. So we have first we have the Boba Fett prototype helmet, and then if we go down, we have the Clone Trooper V2 helmet. Below it, we have the classical Stormtrooper, and right at the bottom, we have the First Order Stormtrooper helmet. That's the version that was seen in episodes 8 and 9. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, and that's pretty much
Pretty
it.
much it.
Well, that's it for our little studio tour. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We wanted to change things up a little bit this year, so we brought attention on specific items instead of showcasing the entire collection. And I'm sure you guys will maybe enjoy it a little bit more. So, Nico, did you enjoy your experience?
Yeah, it was really nice to learn more about the stories behind the artifacts. That's what I love about my collection, all the pieces I buy and stuff like that. It's the way I got them. It's what brings joy to me, and not just having the parts. So yeah, it was really fun. I hope you guys liked it. And if you like videos like that, always like the video, share it with friends, and write a comment. Write if you have a piece in your collection that you really love. Tell us the story of how you got it or what it means to you.
And if you have a suggestion on how we should do things this year, write it down in the comments as well. So, well, as I usually say, but now I'll say it together with my buddy Nico. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.